that Becky in the cut, what to do, and I'm back to tell you guys a story time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you guys see this outfit that I'm wearing, I know you guys seen it in my challenge video, it's because it's the same day. Okay, so don't be hating. Don't be like, oh, why is this girl wearing the same thing? Yeah, it's the same day. Getting that work in. Alright. Anywho, I'm gonna start this video because you guys are gonna hear what a creep this guy was. Okay, I have not done a story time in a long time. So that being said, it's about, like you can see title below, it's about a guy that was like a family friend that stalked my mom and literally broke in her house. Not literally like broken like that, like smashing windows and all of that, but breaking as in we forgot to put basically like actually, I'll let you guys know the whole story. So before I get into that video, the last time I did a story time, even about my pregnancy, some guy was like, oh, this is like clickbait title. Like, no, if you watch my videos, then maybe you would know it's not clickbait. But anywho, that being said, forget the negativity. I don't really mind that, and I'm not gonna allow it, or what's that word called? I'm not even gonna bring it up in my videos because I'm not gonna let them get that, time of my day. But that being said, whoever writes negative comments, which is rare, but when you do see it, yeah, like, I don't mind it. You're getting deleted, you're getting blocked, so this is to you. Anywho, let me get into this video of what happened to my mother and I. Okay guys, so that being said, this happened when, okay, so this is gonna be like a little bit long, but just hear out to the end of what really happened. So, when my brother was about 4, my mom always worked, you know what I mean? Like, she still has the same job that she had from when he was born and my other brother was born, you know what I mean? So she had this job for years and years. So back then, it was pretty hard for her to find a babysitter, knowing that she had kids young. And at the time, yes, she was married with my father, which is my stepdad, but I call him my father because he raised me with my mom from when I was 1 until I was like 13 or something. And this is when that whole stalking thing happened. But yes, so during that time, probably when my brother was like 4. So my mom found a babysitter, and we lived in Woodbridge. And if you guys don't know where that is, it's Woodbridge, Ontario, in Vaughan, and that's where we lived. And basically what happened there was my mom found a babysitter, which was a woman, and she was Spanish like us. My dad always talked to her and her family. She also had a daughter. I'm just gonna name her Rosita. So she had a daughter named Rosita, and she had a brother that I'm gonna name Derek. So he had a brother named Derek. She had a brother named Derek, and actually I'm not even gonna use the name Derek. Never mind, because my son's godfather's name is Derek, and it sounds a little weird. So, we're gonna name him Eric. So she had a brother named Eric, and he just moved from the country to Canada. So he was new. So my mom was very social like me, and she introduced herself to him, and she thought nothing of it. They became really good friends. And so fast forwarding this, became really good friends, and at one point, when my mom and father separated, and it wasn't because they became friends, it was other reasons, but basically when they separated, my mom wasn't talking to that guy anymore. Like, she did chill sometimes, but like it wasn't as often because that guy was like working, and my mom was working too. She did her own thing. Like, she's not gonna go chill with some random guy when she has a husband. You know what I mean? So, but he did come around a lot here and there because his sister was obviously the babysitter of my brothers, and we would go over there for dinner and things like that. So there was a couple times that like my mom brought him to like Tim Hortons or whatever. I remember, just as friends, like we would all eat and stuff like that. And basically, when we moved from that neighborhood, which was a neighborhood that it was somewhat blocked off, it was not really blocked off, but it was like a private property area. So basically, when we moved from there, we moved to a place called Market Lane. And Market Lane was like a long, long, long street that I used to chill. And my sister too, like we would always go there and chill with a bunch of friends. And that's where I had my rebellious days. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yes, that was my spot over there. And we lived there. It was like on top of a convenience store. As I remember. We lived on top of a convenience store that had like bare apartments and stuff like that. And it was like a building in the back. So we lived on the 3rd floor. It was only three floors, okay? So the balconies weren't very like high, like or high from or apart from each other. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can easily climb from each balcony to the top. Like, and you won't die from falling from the 3rd floor. Like from you wouldn't die. So usually in the nights we would put a pole, like, you know, those metal poles. It was like this big. Sorry, I'm playing with some string. But yes, it was like one of those metal poles like this that you put in the balcony lining. You know what I mean? So we forgot to put that pole in that balcony lining to block it because our lock wouldn't necessarily lock at the time. So we were always paranoid, and literally we forgot to put that damn freaking pole there that night. So one night, like, he came there a couple of times. Like, he knew where we lived and stuff like that, but he never hung out there. You know what I mean? My mom and him stopped talking like that. She even told him to leave her alone and whatnot. You know what I mean? So they weren't friends anymore. And the lady wasn't the babysitter of my brothers anymore because all of us moved. You know what I mean? My dad moved somewhere else and stuff like that. So this guy now, Eric, decided to climb the balconies one night and literally get into my house like that. It was, I don't even know what time it was. I was literally so young, but I just remember my sister, both of them were sleeping in the other room and I was sleeping in my mom's room because I used to be very, very scared in the night when I would have bad dreams. Like, I literally had the worst dreams of life. Like, I remember I had this dream one time that I got kidnapped with my mom and sisters, and like we were in some abandoned place, and like I got poisoned with some needle and I got put to sleep, and then by the time I woke up my mom wasn't there, and I was just freaking out. Like, I don't even want to remember this, but I remember this dream so vividly. It's fucking scary. So yeah, so basically the guy comes in the house, okay? We're all sleeping. My mom's sleeping. I'm sleeping literally next to my mom in the bed. And when I sleep, like, I'm a heavy sleeper, but when I was younger, like, any noise I heard, I would wake up like this. Or if I sense someone like staring at me or in my sleep or over me, I would literally wake up like this. So that being said, he came in my house, and I guess he was watching my mom's sleep, like, because I woke up when he was already there. My mom was already sleeping when he was there. Like, even when I woke up, she was still sleeping. I woke up and I was like startled. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is he in the house? Like, how did he get in the house? And I like was tapping my mom, and I'm like, Mom, and he's just like this to me, and I'm like, what the heck? And I was young, so I didn't know what to do. I was like scared. So my mom ends up waking up out her sleep. She's like, what are you doing here? Starts freaking out. He ends up booking it. When I mean booking it out the house, he opens my front door and starts running down the hall. And then my mom ends up calling the cops, but I don't think anything, like, they found him or anything. But ever since that day, my mom never, ever, ever seen that guy again. until literally I had Marquise and we were at some Spanish restaurant in Toronto, and then he came in with his family. Like, I guess he has a family now or whatever. But he came in and I was like, "Are you so and so?" And he's just like, "No, no." And then him and his family just got up and left. But I was like, so like, what the? I was like freaked out. Like, ever since that happened, like, I've been scared till this day about going to sleep. Like, I would always have fears about going to sleep, or people watch me, or people coming to my house. I lock every window in my house, everything. Like, that's how paranoid I am because of an incident that happened to me when I was literally in grade, I think it was like grade 7. But I was literally scared for my life. So that being said, I'm just saying, for anyone that has like any stories that are similar to this, let me know. Let me know when you upload that video, because I would love to hear your story time. If you liked my story time, please press that thumbs up. Comment below. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. And let me know if you guys want to hear more story time from me. But yes, if this video gets more than 5 likes, then I will do another story time. But that being said, Becky is out. Alright, and hope you guys are doing well, blessed, and you all are safe. Who my girl? Katie.